you. Becky, hang on. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Hi, I see you. No, it's me too.
Okay.
How are you?
Okay, I'm good. How are you? Oh my gosh. Okay,
What?
I was confused because my computer wasn't hooking up, and now I don't know if I disconnect on my laptop, is it going to mess me up because I'm connected
No,
on
no,
my
no, no. Okay, yeah, leave the phone. Is that Griffin? Is that what the other one is? Is
Yes,
that what
that's my
that? Okay, I'm just gonna remove you. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna do that. I mean, don't leave me. Don't leave me on here. Hang on. Let me
You're
go
good.
here.
No.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Are you
I was
okay? Wait, tell me. Go for it.
I was expecting to be on my laptop, so now
I know.
everything is me. So
What was it doing? What was your laptop doing? Sometimes if you have certain virus scanners like McAfee or anything like that, it will like take Zoom down. It won't let it come through.
listen,
Yeah,
it is what it is. Here we are. Here we are.
I know.
Hi.
I know. Hi, I love you. Well, do you want to get something to set your phone on?
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
set up.
Okay, cool. I just want you to be comfortable. So number one, thank you for letting me move you. When I say that I had no power and internet, um, yeah, we were flushing the toilets with hot tub water in 9-degree weather. Like it was 7 people in a cabin with no internet, no power, and no water for 6 days.
Good times.
So I couldn't take a shower. So there was like no way. Yeah. So thank you for being here. I'm glad we're clean. You look beautiful as ever. I want to you're welcome. I want to go into, I know we have an hour. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm going to try to like reset up my stuff. You're my first session I've had in a week. So I'm going to kind of like mess around with my jazz real quick. There we go. Okay, good.
You're good. I really am sad that I'm not on my laptop because now I'm going to have to hold my phone this whole time.
Do you want to try it? Go try it one more time.
Okay, hold on. Let me see it.
Do it.
It's going to show up as Griffin, and I can
That's okay.
change that.
No. That's okay. Do it. Just do it. Okay. And then I'll let it in, and then we'll just, if it works and everything's good, then we'll just get off of here. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because this whole holding my phone thing is going to make me
I know.
crazy pants. Okay.
I'll just feel while we're doing this, and then I'll go.
Listen, and I annoyed your team. I annoyed your team to death because I was like, am I supposed to be in the meeting? What's the email? What's the connection? Are we on the right thing? What are we supposed to be doing? Are we still on? I booked this appointment a year ago. I annoyed everyone. So
okay. Don't worry about it. That's why I love her. That's Bree and Megan. They're great. And they'll no, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
okay. Let me see if I can get okay, join. Open.
It'll show up on my screen.
I'm so sorry I'm taking up your time.
Okay. I have a 10-minute like window in between, and I got my tea. So
okay, good. Okay, yeah. It's saying unable to log in. So it is what it is.
So,
well, you know what I'm gonna do? It's okay. I'm gonna plug in or unplug my phone.
Okay.
Let me check my battery's good. Okay. All right. Woo! Okay. Do you still see me?
Yeah, I see you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Okay. All right. We're gonna get this party started. Okay. I'm so sorry.
Breathe. It's okay. Believe me, I don't get upset about anything unless people are being shitty for no reason. And then at that point, I'll say my 2 cents and then I leave. That's it. I know. We're right here with that. Well, with that being said, welcome in. I want to kind of give you the whole spiel on how this works and what happens. So number one, obviously, it's just going to be me. I'm going to have a pen. I chew on it. I also use this notepad. I don't write notes about you. All I do is scribble the entire time. If at some point you can't hear me, please let me know. I have a new microphone down here, and we upgraded to Windows 11 Pro, and it doesn't like my broadcasting software, and so that's why I'm wearing these stupid headphones right now. So if it tries to cut something out, we're trying to work through that right now over the next couple of days, but I can only do it if I have a meeting. So you're not only my client, but you're also a guinea pig at the same time with them. Okay, so just let me know, and then I'll have to switch everything. It takes 2 seconds. So Number one, I'm going to have my pen. Like I said, I have this. All I do is scribble. I get anxiety when I channel, so I have to let that go. The next thing is that people always ask, how do you channel? How does this work? Well, depending on a couple of things. If we want to bring through like certain people, we can. Okay, we can bring through, we can say, hey, so-and-so for so-and-so, can you please come in? Remember that, and if we want to go down the death route, like people that passed over, that's cool too. That's my favorite. That's what I love to do. But some people are afraid of that. And so sometimes they book general sessions because they're like, I just want to go into me. What's going on with me? Because they're terrified of that. So I always have to ask that first. The next thing after that too is remember that. So, well, not really remember, but when we channel, or when you actually channel or channel well, think about the afterlife as like different radio stations. Not every music is on 104.1. So not every spirit is on one level. So sometimes whenever you start out, when you're channeling, usually we start in one area. So for me personally, I start in like middle vibration. So I feel like, does something click? Does something hit? And then it's almost like I open a door and I go further and further and further into that. Middle vibration is usually for me like people that have maybe passed of a drug overdose, or passed of like a suicide, or passed of like a murder, stuff like that. They hang out there. It's not bad. It's just where they have happiness and they also have sadness. It's not all happy. Then you have another level, you kind of move up, and it's what I like to call heaven or higher vibration. So you have like people that pass naturally, or people that really love you, or they kind of like we're okay with life. They tend to talk in more feelings, and yes, they'll say a lot of words, but they'll give a lot of really good perspective on in your life and what's going to happen down the line, instead of just what they're feeling and what they're going through, which is much more like this middle purgatory type of area. Then you have a lower place. I don't go there unless you want me to, unless you have somebody there that you want to try to contact, but that's not a place that I really like to go. Okay, yeah, I don't think you don't feel like that, but like one time I had this woman, she was like, oh, can we contact my grandfather? I said, okay, cool. She gives me the first name. We start vibing out. This guy shows me that he's in an orange jumpsuit, and he talks about how she smelled good. And anyways, he had been to prison, and he died in there because he had molested 30 young girls, including her.
Nope.
Yeah, he was an asshole. And so that was not a good place. But yeah, so those are like kind of like the three areas. So remember what? Tell me.
I was going to say, I'll just catch you up with where I am. I have followed you for well over a year.
You.
I booked this appointment a year ago I'm on your lives on TikTok all the time. So I know what you're doing. I totally am like, oh, Amy's on.
So you get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hear me.
I'm ahead of you with this. You don't have to give me the whole spiel. I'm like, I have been waiting for this, and I know I'm supposed to like not share a whole lot, but
No.
the appointment that we missed was the anniversary of my father's passing.
Oh, so it is a man. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So let me tell you. So another thing was there. Okay, now you're my very first appointment. This is just feeling around.
Yep.
But did you have like a dog or an animal like that was named? Wait, though, but now this may be wrong, but this is what I was doing when I was getting tea. Did you have like a dog, but it was like named after a person, like a dog, like, or it's weird, or like we would have almost, so what I was getting was there was a dog that showed up, they were wagging its tail, but then there was also a weird name. And so this could be for you, but it was almost like if I named a dog Cody, or if I named like a dog like Bubsy, or if I named a dog like that. Does that make any sense? Weird. Okay. That was one of the things. I was making my tea, and I was like, oh, there's a dog here. And you could see the tail going like, yeah, I know. Welcome in. And it's one of those things where you're vibing out. And I was like, oh, I got to mention this. And so I came back in here. What was the dog's one?
Cody.
Shut up.
But his name is not spelled Cody. It's Kotei.
And that's really
why it's weird. It's a Japanese name, and he was the first dog my husband and I ever had together, and I wanted him to come through. Oh shit! Go ahead, tell me what you tell me.
You can't. You have to be shitting, right?
I'm not.
You're not lying.
I'm crying.
I know, but I was just, you have no idea. I was in there. This is like, oh, I'm crying too. There was a gentleman that showed up. That was earlier, and like came with me to go get tea. Okay, and walks in there, and as I'm feeling, because I use the sink, we have a reverse osmosis, and I turn it up really high to make tea, and I see this dog walking towards me in my kitchen, tail down, oh, so excited. And I was like, oh my God, there's a dog here. And I was like, what is your name? And all I heard was like Cody and or cut like that. And I was like, why would we name a dog Cody? Like that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Oh, how interesting. No, it's okay. Like I named my dog Mr. Binkish George. So I'm not saying it, but these are the very interesting things. So let's see. Very sweet. Very sweet. Very, very nice. Very excited. Oh, okay.
You, shocking.
Yeah, okay. So let's get into this. So let me put on my, oh, this is so great. Let me go ahead. What? That's just me being
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is you probably getting really nervous. Okay, I got to put on my music and my YouTube really quick. You know that. And we're gonna go even further. That's just me going and making tea. Hold on. So what? So let's talk about this. Where are you at? Oh, so excited to be with you. Can we channel the dog first? Is that okay?
Please.
Right there. Okay. Hold on. Let's see.
And he knows if he's with you, then he knows exactly what I was thinking. So I'm sure.
Well, that's why he showed up. So we're gonna have to see if he now remember too that what we're doing is we have to remember that they are still spirit, right? So they are still people. They don't remember everything in life because a lot of things aren't important, like right, like what was the color of their bed? Yes, they'll remember stuff like that, but not everything. But we're gonna see how they can use me. They're already using me really, really well, and we're gonna see what I can get out. So where are you at, bud? Come back over here. Oh, always. It keeps licking their tongue, so that means to me like which means that they're a little nervous. They kind of like come up, they're a little bit more cautious, but very nice. Kind of like lays his head down and he's coming up in my head. Hold on, let's see. One. I just want to call him Bud. I know you call him Cuddy, but like it's like I miss you, Bud. But why? Where are you at? What kind of dog are you? It like shape shifts in my head. Did we go from this is so weird. Do we have like a completely opposite breed of dog now? Like, did we go from like a little shaggy, like lab looking thing to like something that like resembles like a bulldog?
He's mixed. Like, is that where?
That could be a thing. It could be a thing. This is what they're showing me.
Two different dogs.
Yeah, that could be it too. Hold, let me show you what they're doing. So the initial is almost like if I saw like a. This is hard with dog breeds for me sometimes. So it's like I wanted one of them to be like a half lab, like half golden and half something else. Like it's a lot, like it's something like that. But then they keep showing me like brachycephalic animal. So it means like a dog with a smush face. So I don't know. Do you have like a bulldog or like something like that now?
Yes.
Shut up. What do you have now?
I have an English bulldog. And she is my child. It's obnoxious. Like everyone in the house and every animal and everybody that is my child. Yes.
What was Cody?
Cody was a chow mix mutt that we got from the Humane Society.
Oh, so no wonder he's shaggy with the
brown on top and white on the bottom. White. Gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, I've never seen one of those. Yeah. It's almost like the way that he showed me was like where we have in that like golden retriever thing with like that brownish color hair. That's what it looked like to me, just really, really quick, but you could tell he was fluffier and you could tell he would have been like a medium-sized dog in my head. Like that's how he felt. Yeah. So, okay. And then now you have the brachycephalic dog. So he's trying to figure that out. That's a word for me. He's saying that, let's see. I think I'm not just saying this, but I think he may try to play with her. Your dog doesn't play, which is funny. Like
my dog doesn't. My current
dog will not play with him. Yeah, will not play with him. Does your dog like not like to play with other dogs a whole lot?
My dog is an English bulldog, like bully. I have two other dogs that are currently living in the house that are mixed breeds, and they hate her because she wants to play. And they don't like to play. So you're
interesting. So this is what he's taught. This is what he does. He makes her go like this. He makes me see her face, and she goes like like pop up in their little ears, and they like hold. That's what he's making me see. So I'm like, I think he's trying to play with her, and she gets nervous, or maybe she doesn't like. It's something like that. So that's just an image that he shows me. Interesting that he gave me not only like that it's a dog, that it's a male, the name, and now what you have now. Weird. This goes along with my whole science experiment.
he really is with me.
Yeah. Yeah. All the time. So let's talk about, so now we're going to ask him, what does he see? What do you do? Where's all this at? Mm, mm. I'm going to see if he knows about your house. Okay, so apparently that dog did not live here. So that dog never lived here. Okay, yeah. So they're talking about how much smaller. Apparently we had like some sort of apartment or something that we lived in, or like a smaller area or something like that. I don't know. He's talking about how it's much more cozier where you were at before. So this is a home that we have now. He's talking about how, because this feels very weird to him, because when he's walking around, he's like floating in my head. That's odd. So what? Hold on. Oh, you always have a pack with you. I'm guessing they all like sit in the living room with you all the time together, like in like this like group. Yeah. Interesting. But
Yeah.
Does the bully like always be with you on the couch and the other ones are kind of like laying around on the bottom?
They fight over who gets to sit with mom. Yeah.
Because your dog is Cody is like showing me an image from like up here in the ceiling, which is weird. What? Hold on. Hold on. Ooh. Is one of the mixed dogs, is one of the other mixed ones, is that a female as well? So we have like two females and one male?
Yes.
Oh, okay. There's like some they keep talking about like one of the females being more close to like the husband or like dad, really likes dad. This dog is fine with it, but just wants to let this other female dog know that Cody's a shit, not her. And what happened? Hold on. What? How weird. Oh, I love this. And then we're going to talk about dad too, but I want to.
Oh no.
This is what he says. He said, there's a guy, I said, we're going to talk about dad too. And he goes, don't worry, don't do it. Talk about the dog. She'll like the dog more than me. Like, just makes a comment about that. And I'm like, okay, fine. So that kind of brings forward personality. That brings forward how they felt. That brings forward what you love. So we'll get even further into this. Were you and your father like distant before he passed?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. He's talking about being he's talking about like sitting in your living room. What?
Now my dad has come forward. We're gone. The dog is gone. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, but they're both here.
Okay.
Dad's here. There's the father energy here. He's talking about this. He's making me feeling like y'all weren't exceptionally close, like, towards the end of it or whatever this was. He's talking about how he wishes he could have been here more for you. He's sitting in your living room. He's talking about now he's able to be like invited over whenever he wants to, and it's fine. That's what he's doing. And so that's one of the reasons why he brings the dog forward, because the dog has more meaning and love than he does in life, and he understands that. So don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but he understands how. What? Hold on. He's like glad. So you're still. Maybe he like. I think he's making a joke that your husband's a pushover. I don't think he actually is. But he's a pushover because like of you. And so your dad's like watching this, just having a fun time about it. He says that he goes, I'm glad she's with a strong guy. And I was like, all right, Dad. He what? Huh. I'm guessing he didn't really meet Cody a whole lot. He didn't really get to interact with Cody a whole lot, the dog. Your dad wasn't able to do that? No. There's something, because he's like having this dog in my head come up to him. Oh, hey, how are you? How are you doing? Like playing with this dog. I don't know why there's like that for me means like they're meeting. What? Cody had joint pain. That went along with a lot of different shit. Cody had, they show me like an arm and they show me elbow hurting really bad. And then they're talking about like pain. That's for me is joint. That's what that means. Hold on. Wait. Give me a second. Hang on. I'm going to see how far they can open this up. So my screen just completely glitched. Weird. Hold on. What?
This is my male dog that's alive.
Yeah. Oh, so he's talking about that one. Okay. Do we think he has like cancer in his bone though too?
No, ma'am, please don't say that.
Okay, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it feels like here, but it also makes my body hurt a whole lot. Or did Cody have cancer?
No, no,
okay, don't tell me anything. Don't. Okay, because with this, they keep talking about joint pain. They keep talking about hurting a whole lot, but then it like makes everything else hurt really bad. And for me, when body hurts happen with dogs, that for me either means that I'm just really old and I don't feel really good, or it could also mean I have cancer.
Makes sense. I got it.
Okay, we're gonna leave that there. So the dog's just like recognizing that. So tell me, come back here. What? I'm going to leave that there. There's something about Cody talking about that dog with said joint pain, getting all excited about maybe they're crossing over.
I got it. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. They're excited about meeting him. Let's just say they won't be alone when that happens. Okay.
Yep. We're good.
Yeah. I got it. What? So what? Dan. Come here. He's over there. So we're going to make him come back. Your dog just loves you.
I love him.
He adores you. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a lot of conflict with yourself all the time. It's funny. Like you're at peace, but it's like, I got to stop doing this. I got to stop doing blah. They're talking about how like you have a good time, you do something and you make a comment about it afterwards. Like for me, they just give me a symbolism of like, oh, I'm going to go get a French fry. Oh my God, I got to stop eating French fries like that. That's just a simple thing, kind of like me. Like, oh my God, I love chewing gum, but it makes my joint dislocate. Oh, I got to stop chewing it, you know? Yep. So what? Weird. There's talking about being around for that, trying to calm your spirit. Dad, what happened?
Good luck.
Yeah, I know. What happened? Come here. Your dad has a lot of things left unsaid yes. To you. A lot of things. He calls himself a butthead, like being nice in my brain. He says, I was an asshole. I was a butthead.
You say it all.
Okay, cool. He says that points at you, says you're not easy to get along with either, but he's not helping it. But I'm like, she is. I know you're sweet though. He says that he's like people aren't able to just come up. You're not able to just come up and talk to him. He shuts down very easily. Something about dad like just pushing everybody away. Is he from like, were his parents from like a northern state, like New York or something like that? Yeah. He keeps talking about, he says, well, he falls on the thing of like, oh, well, my parents were from here and then it's just how we are. And I'm like, you can't do that. You can't say that. Break the cycle. He's learning a lot of lessons now. He has to be your guardian angel. Interesting. What? Hold on. How did you die? What happened to you? He's very passive. He says, shit, do we got to talk about that? Which means he's nervous about that, which means he feels almost like he died very like lonely. It's interesting. He died very like lonely, it feels like, but why? He said, called himself a miser. I wonder if he just like put himself away and he feels very dark when he died. He like put himself away, like took something like that. And he's talking to me in a shadow. Weird.
Not weird.
What? No, okay. What? How? He's over this. He's over talking to me about this. Put me in the ground. What? Oh, but they cremated him?
Yes.
He goes like this. He goes, oh, I'm over this. Just put me in the ground. They didn't even fucking put me in the ground though. They put me in a little box. And I was like, oh, okay. That's why I said they cremated him. He says that, I don't know, rest in peace. What? He always says, my mother, his mother, all of them are dead. Everybody's dead. Interesting. His mother's or something like that. What?
His mother. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up about that though? Did he like, I don't know. Did he like wonder if he had like a substance abuse thing. Interesting. I don't know though, because it's almost like I wonder. Hold on. This is too intense. Tell me. Come back here. Weird. I wonder if he like almost got married to your mom, maybe for a second, had you left her. Maybe he was like stuck on his mom. Like kind of like weird. There's like some area where he is, it's almost like he uses people to a way, but he doesn't like to tell anybody about it. And he kind of like he didn't like to believe it. He didn't like to believe it himself, but he does it anyways. And he knows this to be true. And he doesn't like to let anybody in his little circle. Hold on. Why? Hold on. I'm gonna ask him a couple of things. Give me a clear picture on that, bud. He puts himself as being. Are you only like 5'6"? How tall are you?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, sorry. He he puts he puts you next to me. You know, I'm 6 feet tall. He makes you stand next to me, puts a number, he goes up and gives you a hug, but it's interesting because he's like your same height in my head. I don't or he's shorter. He's not a tall guy. And
No.
he, in my head at least, not he just wants to give you a hug. This is very difficult for him to do that. He wants to show you love, but it's hard. He's like dealing with a lot of shit.
Yep. I got it, Dad. I know.
Alcohol.
No, not alcohol.
What happened with him? What is this about? He's a little darker, but he's a nice guy and he'll talk. What happened with him?
The long story short was he had horrible allergies, and was put on medication when he was little, and then he rode a horse or a tractor to school every day, and he was riding his horse to school, and he got kicked in the head because he fell off the horse, and they brought him and put him in bed in upstate New York where he lived. And they put him in bed and waited for him to wake up. Well, he ended up with narcolepsy. So they gave him Ritalin. And so he was on Ritalin and prednisone his whole life. His whole life.
Drugs, yeah.
Caused him to be a maniac when it was out of control, and it caused us to be distant. And he had delayed Parkinson's. And then in the end, the last 2 months of his life, he had his Parkinson's had gotten out of control. His wife, my mother, and he were they had a really bad relationship. They did. It was very bad. And
because that's why he was talking about your mom. He kept showing your mother, but then like split, like on again, off again, or something.
They actually got divorced a year after I was born, and then got remarried.
So they were on. Oh my God. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so long story short, I'm curious where he goes with the end, because he said he didn't want to talk about it. I sat with him the last day I saw him, which was a month before he died, and we had an amazing day. Amazing day. He remembered my name. He told me he loved me. We had an amazing day. But I asked him because I wanted to get everything I could out of him. I said, Dad, tell me about every car you ever owned, because he was a car guy. And he said, wait. Ask me something high tech. I don't want these stupid questions. It was because he was frustrated because he couldn't remember.
Yeah. Oh, my butt. Oh, and I see that if he had Parkinson's and he had dementia area, it's very hard for them to come through. And this is what he showed me. He showed me medication. He showed me like how I was on it too much, but he's not a drug abuse person. But then he's talking about how it's constant, how he has to have it to live, right?
And he was an amazing person, but and so he ended up in a very dark place. And the last month of his life, he was alone because my mother didn't want to. And that last month, he was in rehab. They moved him from the hospital, and He was in rehab, and he basically they neglected him, and he died.
Too
Because
sad.
yeah, yeah, and lonely. And my mother. So did my mother? I'm curious what happened.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me go in here. Let's check it out. Hang on. Hold on.
There's big things that he should tell you.
Yeah. Let's see if he remembers. Let's see.
That last month,
Come.
last day.
Let me breathe real quick. Give me his first name only.
Chuck.
Chuck. Interesting. Okay. Hang on.
Why is that interesting?
Just because the CH, the Cody and the C, like it's weird, like just things that show up in my head and I'm kind of like connecting them together. Another thing with like the classic car thing you were talking about. So yesterday I will show you, I could show you, I'll take a screenshot. I was looking up classic cars and buying one, like very, very random. I don't do that. One of the ones I was looking at was, they had an old Cadillac from like 65. And then they had an old, God, what was it? What was it? Not really a big Corvette person. I don't think this guy was. I don't think he was a huge Corvette person, because I looked at a Corvette. They had like a 66 Corvette and it was like, nah, don't do that. It's terrible. And I was like, I don't know anything about Corvettes, but apparently no, right? And then there was another one. So FYI, we're not too terribly excited about Mustangs. Like that's not really a thing. What's the Mustangs about? Because they had a blue one and a red one, but there was like one for like a 67 that was a huge one, and then there was a one that was a red one that we weren't, but that was like a 75. So apparently this guy likes like 60s cars a lot. Do you have any idea?
Oh yeah. My dad had, well, so the Mustang thing is really weird because he literally ordered the very first Mustang of a certain body style. Okay. And then my mom, her first
What about
car
a
was
T-Bird?
how about a Datsun?
I didn't see one of those on there.
T-tops.
Yeah, with the okay.
Okay. A Porsche.
Didn't see that on there. It was just there was like 50 cars on there, and I was like drawn to like 5 or 6 of them, and
Okay.
those two, and I can remember that one, the Corvette. They said no, and so I was like, this is your dad. Your dad has been with me.
My dad is my dad could not remember a whole lot the last couple years of his life, but there is video that I have on my phone, and I sat and I asked him, "Tell me about every car you ever owned." This was like a year before he had really gone downhill, and I have video that I still save and on occasion listen to, and he could remember every car, but he couldn't remember other things, but he could list every car he ever owned. So I have that. I put my phone down in my lap, so all you can do is hear and you can see my feet.
Oh,
Right, but
oh.
it's his voice and him telling me about his cars, and we weren't close because of all the other stuff, but that was me trying, right?
No wonder. Oh, how interesting. Yeah, this okay. And I tell you, I talked about it on live, how they'll show up like a day or so. So random. And we'll have to go back. I'll have to look at my search history and what I opened up, and I'll have to send it to you. That would make you go, this is another one of those things. So let's ask about, does he know? Does he remember this? Now remember too, with spirit, when you leave, just from my own personal near death experience, not everything is important. Like really, it's not. You don't care anymore. And so we'll see like a lot of it. So we'll see what they bring up. That doesn't mean hold on.
Or is he with my mom?
No, we're gonna get into that. We can bring her through too. Hang on if we want to, but hold on. I want to see if we can get him and like pull the last of it. The reason why he brought the dog through was because the dog was giving him energy that he needed to come through and talk.
Cody's been gone a long time. Yeah.
But it's because it's a higher vibration because there's love. So let's see. Hold on.
Come here, yeah. I got it.
Come back here.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, just let go of all the stuff, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. He's just talking. He's talking about you holding his hand and how maybe it like almost like felt awkward. Like new. He's talking about how one. Hold on, tell me about that. You can hum. Interesting. You don't sing though. Like hum. Yeah. You don't sing, correct?
I don't sing.
Yeah, you don't sing. Yeah, he's talking about, but there's no singing. It's just humming. Weird. He's talking about how. Oh,
that's my mom. Okay, keep going.
We're gonna keep going there. Hang on. One.
Okay.
They're in two separate spots. I think it's because I'm only channeling your dad right now. Let me get.
No,
my
mom's still alive.
That's why. Hang on. Hold on. Because he keeps going. He keeps talking about this. So he's trying to be with mom. He's trying to be around her. I think with mom. Hold on. It almost feels like with him, he's talking about how with mom, like there's love there, there's appreciation, but he'll be able to like make everything up to her after she passes. With you, he's trying to be here with you now because he feels like he owes it to you now.
I talk to him for everything else. We have a better relationship now than we did when he was alive.
Well, and that no, that's why, because he has to be with you now. Like that's his whole thing. Hang on. So let's talk about, I'm going to ask him.
Yes.
Come here.
I totally get this.
Yeah. Oh, tell me about her. Tell me about that.
Yeah.
This like, this dad, I don't know if this is a thing. Would dad would they give him a drug intravenously that would make him cough a whole lot or something? That's weird. Or like give him a really, really tickly throat.
Maybe in the end. About that? Maybe in the
weird. End. It's almost like if we had morphine or something, but it gives us like a mild allergic reaction. I have no idea.
Yeah. You know about that? Okay. At the end, probably.
Yeah. Weird. He's just talking. I said, tell me, what do you remember? What is this? And he's making me go like that. He says that.
I wasn't there. I missed it.
But
it was a great thing. Nope. That last day that I had with him was my goodbye.
It was good. Good.
So good.
Would they like not? Oh. Okay, weird. Was he like not able to eat food that you brought him? Like what is that? Or could he only have like certain things like to eat? Like, is that like not a thing?
Is he telling you about a milkshake?
That he keeps showing me like burgers and fries over and over again. Burger and fry. And for me, like when my dad passed, what? Tell me.
You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry. Get a tissue. Why? Because the last day he was alive. Get ready. Last day he was alive that I saw him alive. I went to the hospital and that last month was very traumatic. I was going back and forth. Yeah. It was a lot. And my mom didn't want to go that day. And I said, I'm just going to go and be with him. And I went to be with him that day early in the morning. I brought him a chocolate croissant from the hospital cafeteria.
That's the hospital.
He had chocolate all over him. They ended up having to clean him up. It was a mess because he was very frail. Mm-hmm. And then later in the day, I said, I needed a break. It was a lot because he was very, very frail. And I went down to Chick-fil-A and couldn't find my way. And Chick-fil-A was in the hospital. And I brought him back a chocolate milkshake. And every year on the anniversary of that day, not the day that he passed, but every year on the anniversary of that day that I got to spend with him, my whole family has chocolate milkshakes to honor him.
Oh.
And this year I told that story to the Chick-fil-A employees in the drive-thru, and they gave me the milkshakes for free because they said, this one's on us. And I could barely get it out. I was crying.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. Can I give you a story? So this is what he just showed me. Let me see if I can find the photo. So before my dad passed away, and this is what he was showing me in my head. Before my dad passed away, he was in a hospital, right? Because he was dying of cancer. And I'm going to see if I can find it quickly. And if not, I'll just email it to you afterwards. But he was passing away and he wanted 5 guys he wanted Five Guys so bad. He wanted a burger, fry, and a chocolate milkshake. But when we went there, they didn't have any more of their ice cream in the one here. And so we only got him burgers and fries. And so he couldn't particularly eat the burger. He just wanted to taste it. But so they mashed it up, but he was able to eat the fries. And so he keeps showing me, let me see.
So he's relating to your story. He's like, same thing, right?
Yes, exactly. Hold on. I'm going to show you the picture. And I was able, so a little bit later in that day, my sister Laura ended up coming up, and she came from an area way down south. And here it is. And so my sister was able to bring him a milkshake, and I have a picture of my dad drinking. Oh, here we go. Drinking said milkshake in the hospital. And so he showed me, where's it at? Here we go. Hold on. Give me 30 seconds.
Amy, you and I are friends. Here.
So that's a milkshake. Yeah, that's my dad drinking them. That's what he showed me. I just thought I'd show you that. So yeah. So your dog has been with me. Your dad has been showing me pictures of my family, and let's continue on. Okay. Hold on. I can channel you all day long, and we could talk about it too. Hold on. Let me go back and let me do this. I just wanted to share with you. That's very interesting.
I love that.
Come here, bud.
That's so special.
Yeah, isn't that special? That's never happened before. That's so cool. He says that's why he keeps making me taste back here. So what? So tell me after that. Hold on. I can't believe the whole New York thing. That's weird too. He just talked about Louisville Slugger. He talked about baseball. He just talked about he's like not a crazy sports guy, but he keeps talking about like the baseball team over and over again. He says that sleds. He's talking about skiing. He doesn't ski though. He does sleds, or he used to when he was a kid. He says that. Hold on. I said, well, where are you at in upstate New York? He says, no, not Saratoga. It's more over to the left. So where he's like, okay.
Baldwinsville.
Okay. I went up there. I went up to upstate New York for 2 weeks for the summer. And I said, where? I said, I was up here. And he goes, oh, no, more over here. I go, okay. He says that, what? Tell me about her. He wishes he could get out more. He wishes he could have gotten out more. How beautiful it could be. He's talking about being stuck inside, how he doesn't like that. He says that he's concerned with what you're doing with your life right now. He thinks that, quote unquote, I think you're doing great. He says you're not doing enough. Weird. We'll have to figure out what that means. Maybe we just haven't found like our love. Maybe we have little, you just need to run your own business. You just need to run your own business. That's what he's saying. He says like, you try the whole creative thing, you try all that. He's talking about how you need to be out there like telling people what to do. He says that. What?
Yeah. I know, Dad.
He keeps talking about his poor mother. Did she end up like dying alone as well, like in upstate New York?
That I don't know. I was only 2. So I don't know the details of her.
Yeah. He loves her. All he has like nothing but like sympathy and love for this one. My poor mother. Yeah, oh my God.
Because my grandfather was a not nice person.
Really? Yep. He was a nice. So that's probably why they're not together. Okay. Yeah. He loves her. So he has her. Your dad hangs around with you. Oh, wait.
And so does my grandmother. A lot.
Oh, yeah. Both of them are here all the time. Your grandmother is a lot lighter though. I think it's because your dad is, remember it goes into levels, right? So your dad's more here. That doesn't mean he's in a bad place. He like has to watch out for you. And I think he's waiting for your mom. Hold on. Let's see about mom. And then I'm going to see for questions or you and I want to ask about that day. There's so many things. Hold on. Come here.
Yeah. You're going to answer it. Looking for.
We will.
I know.
We will. Come here. Did like mom move from upstate New York? She doesn't live up there anymore. She's down in a warmer climate. Where'd she go?
No, so they lived in North Carolina together.
Oh, North Carolina. Okay.
Yeah, but I just moved her about 1.5 years, a mile down the road from me.
Oh, so you did move. Oh, okay, cool.
I moved her.
Perfect. Okay. He goes like this. I said, so his wife in upstate New York still? He goes, no, 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 no. Something about moving. He says warmer climate. I go, okay. I said, so you moved to Florida? He's like, no. And I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, cool. So
We
it's
lived
like,
in Florida.
oh, did you really? Interesting. He says
Yeah,
that.
that's where I grew up.
Wonder. Hold on. Wait. He really does like the beach though. So it was like, yeah, really. So you're not like inside. Okay, interesting. He shows me a thing of I have a really good friend from God, what was it called? It's a small town, but it's on the east side of Florida, and it's on Vero Beach, like that
Yeah.
area. And so
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, interesting.
They
So he's
lived
talking.
in Sebastian, and that was their favorite house together. Yep. Keep going.
That's what he keeps showing me. He just brings that up about my friend named Liz. He says
Yeah.
that what funny, he's really wiry. He's like, I can get a tan. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I loved that house. Yeah. Oh no, you're cut it. Oh no, you paused. Amy, you paused. No. Are you still with me? No. What do I do? You paused. I don't know what to do. It's still recording. No. You're gone.
See me?
I'm so
There
sorry.
we go. No, you're fine. Did your phone die or what happened?
No, it just paused.
You just paused. Oh, how weird. How weird. Yeah, it's something. So it's okay. We're back. It's okay. That only took 3 minutes. It's fine. So with that, hold on. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Hold on. And you got me on your computer somehow.
I just listen. I was desperate. I was
Look
like,
at you. Oh, I love you. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, hold on. You know I don't get angry about anything. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Come back here.
come on.
I panicked for a second. I was like, I can't panic because then I won't be on the channel.
You'll lose it. Keep going.
Yeah.
Come on, Dad.
What are you doing? What happened?
Just Mom.
Tell me about her. Weird. Okay, so she's not going to be dating or being with anybody else. Are we keeping her in? Hold on. When are we moving her into like, is she in like an, I want to even say an assisted living center. Is she in like with other older adults though? What is she in?
She's in a 55 and up community, but she doesn't leave her house. So she is isolating herself to a assisted living, but she's by herself.
Yeah.
Okay, keep telling me what, because I need to know what he's.
Yeah. She talks about, I go, so what's up? Tell me about it. He says, well, I sit with her. And I said, what do you mean sit with her? And then he shows me an image of like how my aunt was. She lived in a 55 plus community, and how, people come and help her. And he says that, I think I wouldn't even say worries, but I think he worries about her not being able to go out and connect with anybody. So it's going to make her age faster and make her die quicker. And how that's very nerve wracking. But he talks about you coming in and saying like, mom, come on, let's go, so you're there. And how she just like really doesn't have the drive to do it. She just really doesn't, want to, She
is mad at me because, and I was waiting for this. So you've given me enough. My dad passed away on their 50th wedding anniversary. And in the afternoon after he died at noon, and I made it up there. I was late. I missed it. I yelled at him.
It's okay.
I'm gonna wait.
And
I said, Mom, you've been sick for 3 weeks. Let's just go to urgent care, because what the heck is up with this day? Let's just go. It was 2 days after Christmas. Took her to urgent care. They told us we needed to go to the ER, and they told her she had cancer in the ER that night. And so she recovered. We went through chemo, and that was a horrible year. And then COVID happened, and then she was by herself. And I moved from 2.5 hours away to 4 hours away from where she was living. And she was by herself for basically 3 years. And I said, we're moving you. And so I moved her closer, and that was a really hard move. And
Yeah.
I know because I had another reading with another medium over a year ago that
Yeah.
basically he said it's just stuff. She was going through a hard move. And he she really has a hard time with all the stuff. I think it's because it attaches
To
him
him.
to her,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But she's not doing well. And
No.
I know it's not going to be long. Her memory is going, and I don't know how to pull her out, but I know that he's there. I know he's there with her.
Yeah, he
I know
does.
that.
He sits in that house. He sits in that little, I would almost say it's like an apartment type of thing, looking
It's a
thing.
tiny
And
house.
he
It's a tiny, tiny house. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, he sits with her. He's there, he's waiting. It's interesting because he doesn't really have a whole lot of conversation uh to her. He almost like observes her. So if she's kind of like putzing around, he's kind of just like sitting in a chair in a corner like
She
watching
has
her and
a
what she's doing.
she has a lot of resentment towards him. A
Yeah.
lot. And
Yeah.
that so
Well,
their relationship is not
no.
until she goes. He won't.
Yeah, well, and that's what he keeps talking about how, there's no amount of him talking or saying here that's going to fix it. He sees like how that's held in her heart.
Mhm,
He
mhm.
what? It's gonna end in a dramatic way, though. Let me tell you, I think it's gonna, and
No.
not no, but this would be a thing. It'd be when I mean dramatic. Okay, I'm the one that talks to this all the time. For me, it doesn't mean you walk in and you find your mom passed away in bed. For me, it means like it almost feels like we go over there and we have a call, or we don't feel good, and then you put her in the hospital, and then like you're there with her, and then it ends up going in that way. And that for me is more dramatic, right? For me personally, because there's a
Yeah.
lot more care to go with that. He says that, hold on, she's so stubborn. She's going to be even stubborn, like leaving her body. He used to always make all the choices for her, even though it's not the best choice. He says that one, she's gonna do it herself. I'm gonna
Yep.
make all the choices. She's gonna do it herself. So what? He just felt like he didn't have any control because his body was failing him.
Yeah.
But how? What? I think it may be like 2 years. I think it's like because he says that he's gonna give you another couple Christmases with her. So that for me would mean like I think we're gonna go into two.
Please
I don't
don't.
think it's
Tell her to go.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love her. No, I love her. But this Christmas was terrible.
I
It
know,
was terrible. Her
I
memory
know.
it's bad.
I know. I know. I think what's going to end up happening, I think this coming up is going to be the last big one that we could remember or even do anything on. And then I would have to say either buy that Christmas or buy the next one. It may even happen because they have kind of like that anniversary type of thing. It could happen around Christmas, like around his personal anniversary, right? So they
Tell
go
him
back up
thank
to
you because it ruined Christmas for me.
you're well I get that. And it's interesting. My dad died on December 21st. So
It's a terrible time to have somebody go
yeah.
because I am not good at Christmas. I am a
Mm-mm.
hot mess. I am full of anxiety. It's an awful
Mm-hmm.
thing. It's terrible,
Mm-hmm.
terrible. I'm sorry. I
I
don't
know.
mean to keep
No.
talking.
I love you. No, you're good. You're good. No, what about for
I don't want her to be alone for 2 years like this.
well, it's not your choice.
I know.
And that's I know. Sorry, that's them. That's not me. And it's
No, I
like
love that.
we have to have the patience, we have to have the love, and we have to look at with mom that she's going through this and she doesn't mean it, but this is like her last thing. This is her getting ready. It's going to take a lot longer than we expect. So tell me about what?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe all of this is like eaten up. I wish he says he wishes he had more to give you. He wishes he had more of that. I'm guessing all this stuff kind of like ate up all their assets and everything like that. And so like that's no longer there anymore. He says that he says like we're good, we're fine, but um hold on. He just told me that he's gonna like he shows me like a baby blue car of some sort, and they just like want to go and ride down the beach together, and he's going to be like the man he always wanted to be. Like that's his thing.
Yes.
He's like waiting for her to do that. What with tell me about that.
Yeah.
Does your they keep talking about some gentleman on your husband's side or spouse side that has a lot of heart problems or heart conditions or like underlying heart
Uh-huh.
conditions.
Uh-huh.
What is
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah, they keep mentioning that
Okay, what
over and
about it?
over again.
Okay.
I don't know. I think we just need to pay attention to maybe we like
My
could
husband just was in the hospital, not in the hospital, but in the ER because he had a heart problem and just recently got put on heart medication. You cannot, no, nope.
Mhm. Yeah. So he talks about how I said, "What else do we need to talk about?" That he shows me husband. He shows me that side. He shows me male. He makes me feel male that doesn't want to pay attention to this or like realize that this is going on. He talks about male that if he doesn't realize this, that we could have a heart attack and die pretty young from this. So we have to make sure. He says that maybe if we work enough, we'll forget about it. That's what he's saying. He's
Yeah.
talking about don't do that, don't do that. Um, does your husband have like a like hardcore like kind of scruffy facial hair going on?
A full beard.
Full, yeah. Okay, this is all he makes me feel. He makes me feel like
Yeah.
facial hair on my
Full
fingertips.
beard.
Yeah. He's talking about. He just showed me a picture of a lumberjack. That's why.
Yep.
Ah,
Viking. Viking.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. Viking. Okay, so for
Tell me.
Christmas, I got Sean a picture and it is his head photoshopped onto a Viking.
Shut up.
Swear.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
While you're
send them to
talking,
me.
I'm gonna pull it up so you can see
Okay.
it.
Please, please. Hold on. Let's ask
Because I feel
about
like I'm
him.
running out of time and I want to like keep you
Well,
forever.
oh, I know. I want to keep. Well, you can always ask questions too, and then of course, if you
Yeah,
need me,
I don't
just
know if you
email me
can
first.
see it.
Oh my God, he does. Ah!
Can you see it?
Yes, I can. Yes.
And that like made his whole Christmas that I had
Yeah.
turned him into a Viking. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I love that you do that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's worried about him, so make sure he listens because we don't want to see that just means to him that's like hitting it home like, "Hey, the doctors aren't full of shit." Like,
Yeah, he took it
you
serious. He took it.
good.
Yeah, he changed his diet. He's lost 20 pounds. He's like exercising
Good.
and eating different. And yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Okay. Make sure he knows that. He
We
says
bought a
that.
bed because he wasn't
Oh,
sleeping good. He was serious.
does he have like the adjustable bed now?
Yes, I
Oh,
call it
perfect.
a hospital bed.
Perfect. He goes like this. He just made me hear like when you adjust it up. I'm like, okay. Ah! Yep. He knows about it. He's talking about how he puts a lot of pressure on his chest, so snoring. So we're fine with this. He says he goes. He thinks he likes your husband. He shakes his hand again.
My husband's a very good man.
He says I'll look him in the eye now. He likes to do that. Your husband must have a lot of energy of cancer, not the disease, but the sign underneath him, because he has a lot of like very family loving, bringing people together. Yeah. Oh, he's a Capricorn sun, but I bet you should look at his chart. We'll look at that in a second. Okay. Hold on, or email that to me. I bet his Mars is in Cancer, and I bet his communication style is too. So we'll look at that. That's heavy. Tell me, Dad, what? What about her? Oh, what? Hold on. Hold on. Let me move this. Come here. He just wants you to like slow down, breathe. He comes up, he puts his hand on your, and you go.
Yeah, I know.
That's all we need to do. You're doing fine. You're doing good. You're freaking yourself out way too much. I don't think just breathe. You're perfectly fine. Your dad's gonna watch you. We're waiting for mom though. Hold on. I want to ask him one or two other things. I want to see what he sees about your area. I like it when you talk to your husband. You can see like your hair flip in the background. He's talking about you being in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so he's just like showing that. He's saying that cookies. So you made a lot of cookies or something like that going on there. You did a lot of the cooking for Christmas? Like you did all that?
No,
Weird.
I've minimized a lot. I used to before he was passed.
All
I used
the
to
time.
bake and cook, and I used to make him Christmas candy. And since he passed, I can't. I
Oh,
can't.
so
So
no
we order a lot of food now at the holidays.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he just shows me cookies. He shows me rolling them all out. He shows like, a ton of cooking. He's
Yeah.
like
He's trying to show you that I'm the mom of all moms. Like I
You
do all the
are.
mom things. Yeah, I
You
get
are.
it.
You
Like
you're amazing. He it's not just one.
yeah, I
Are you like really good at saving money and couponing or something too? Are you like
I'm
really good
really
at
good
that?
at saving money.
Okay. He showed me a person that I know online called Coupon Katie, and he like put that on you, and I was like, okay, maybe we're really good at saving money. He
Yeah.
says that so you're very very organized, which is great, even though you don't think about it. He says that tell me, it's
Yeah.
like your crew, your family is your crew. That's like
Yep.
your ship. That's what it is.
I'm the only girl in the house.
You also no wonder. Hell yeah, so no wonder. He
And I have
says,
teenage boys.
oh my god,
Yeah, all
no wonder
three.
we get along. Yeah. Oh my god.
You get
What?
it.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Are you going? Oh, that's so hard. It's like, ooh, are you going to let one of them like do social media? Weird. Or is
What?
one of them like a hardcore gamer? Like, do they want to stream on Twitch or something like that? Do you know
Not that I
about
know
that?
of.
Okay. There's something about it's almost like I want not the baby, but like the middle one. It's weird.
The middle
It's
one is into games right now. Yeah, into video games.
hardcore.
Really
Yeah.
into video games. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about he just showed me like social media, then he showed me gaming, then he showed me
Yeah.
camera, and I was like, are we doing that? We should do that. So maybe I don't know. Think about it.
We're on a
Maybe
TV show.
oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So we were on a Disney Plus show about a year and a half ago, and it's our whole family. So I'm wondering if that's what he's trying to.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, he keeps showing me camera. I've never had that before. Yeah, he just keeps showing me camera. He keeps showing me online. He keeps showing me social media. He keeps showing me TV.
It was
And so,
about removing social media and technology from your life for an entire week and connecting. It's called Reconnect, and or did they change the name? It's Family Reboot is the name of the Disney show. It's on Disney Plus. We're episode 5,
oh my
and
god.
yeah, Disney Plus, Family Reboot, and we're episode 5.
And was he already gone at this point?
My
Or was
dad.
he? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, this was after he was gone, but
Oh.
it came about right around the time that he passed away. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna say I've never had anything about being on a TV show just because I don't have the symbols for it. So
But
that could
technology, removing technology from our lives. So he was showing it was a big thing about technology. At least that's what I'm guessing.
Well, and that's what I would say too, especially because he showed me camera, like
And
big
social
camera,
media.
right,
We're
and
not-
social media
Yeah.
and games and all that stuff. And so I'm taking it as right that it's this thing. So I'm just gonna leave that there. That
Yeah.
is a big thing in your life. What else? Tell me. Whoa. He constantly is showing me. Are y'all gonna move out to the middle of nowhere in North Carolina and get property and like have a cow? Like, what is that
I
about?
hope not. We did. We lived far out.
Did.
Yeah, we did live far out.
Okay.
And we lived on a farm. A lot like where he grew up.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, we
interesting.
lived on 40 acres. Yeah. With cows in the backyard. Yeah.
Okay. He kept showing me boots. He kept showing me walking over crunchy leaves. He keeps showing me cows. He keeps showing me a ton of land. And I'm looking at you. I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way she's going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's mentioning where you were at before. Yeah. Your dad is, hold on. Tell me one more thing. Come here. I'm going to see if he knows. And then, my God, if you need anything from me or if you ever have any questions, just email me first. Okay. I could just channel you forever. And I want to go further, but I'd start going into my next session. I mean, I am.
I know. I hate this.
No, no, don't hate it. Love it.
I don't know what you mean by.
Siri.
Hold on. What? Tell me about.
I have one question.
Hold on. We'll get it. Hang on. Let's see. Come here. You don't have books. Hang on. What that is. He's talking about book. He says books. Like, I want to give her my books, or I want to give her this, and
Yeah.
That's all he says. Um,
I'm a homeschool mom and I'm really into it. And the business thing is I could 100% mentor people in homeschooling, and
really?
education is a huge part of, yeah, yeah.
Mathematics and everything like that. Interesting. He shows me
Science, yeah,
my mom has like little mathematic books everywhere because she's a math professor, and he keeps like handing me these old crusty books in my head, and he
yeah,
keeps
yeah,
giving to you, but then he keeps talking about learning, and I'm like, okay. He keeps
yeah.
saying that. Tell me, bud.
That's the business thing, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you need to go into that.
Yeah.
I mean, and
I've been tossing around the idea of starting, because I have a TikTok, but I've never posted on there. And I was tossing around the idea of
yeah,
posting things about
yes,
homeschooling. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh my God,
Literally.
do it. And then you could write up like homeschool lesson plans and
Yeah.
sell them online.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hear you. I have one.
Okay. Yeah, ask, and then I have to go. But I also love
No,
you, and if you need me,
I
you
love you
just email
too.
me. Okay, tell me.
The chair. Ask him about the chair.
Hang on.
Just the chair. He'll know.
Hold on. Why would they want that? That's what he's talking about. Hold on. What about it? Give me a second. He's like getting up from, I guess, a chair in my head, and he's saying he kept it nice, and I go, okay, fine. He says that. Give me a second. But it smells. So what is up with that?
It's an
Is it
antique
like?
chair. It's an antique chair from the
Oh.
1700s that in one of his angry rages he broke, and he tried to restore it and he did not do a good job, and it is currently my laundry chair in the corner of my room. And I had a quote and it was going to be like $3,000 to restore it because it has actual horsehair in the cushion. The horsehair is still in the cushion, and I just want to know if I should restore it or if I should, because it was his mother's chair
That's the
that was
mother
given to him
part.
by a very wealthy family, and it came from Europe, and it is a very fancy chair, and it's the one thing I saved because my brother is not a material person or sentimental person, and he threw everything of my mother's away. My mother had half a bed when she moved to this house.
That's why it's so. Oh, okay. I would say with the chair for right now.
It's
He
fine. It's a
sits.
laundry chair.
Well, yeah, I would even say so. He doesn't. Whenever you're talking about restoring it, I'm a huge antique nerd. If you look behind me, there's like all
Yeah,
this stuff here,
yeah,
and restoring is a big thing. But he's talking about almost like don't do it right now.
yeah. Okay.
Don't do it right now. Like keep it. Don't get rid of it. Don't sell it, but don't do it right now. I would almost say wait about 3 years and then do it. It's interesting because he's talking about how I kept it, in a good thing. So he's like joking, but then he sits down and he makes me smell like old or smell like there's a lot of stuff. And so I'm like, why does it smell? It's because it's from the 1700s.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's talking about how, hold on, he like sits down and like kind of crosses a leg over. He says that he has class, quote unquote, and he's just like laughing about it. Um, I would say keep it,
I get it.
but yeah, I would say keep it, but wait a couple of years, wait 2 or 3 years to restore it. It doesn't really mean a whole lot, so he likes it, but they also don't have use for it anymore, too, and so. But at the same time, he doesn't want you to put yourself out right now for that amount of money to restore the chair.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I would say. Keep
I'm a
it
saver.
because, yeah, keep it because it's the memory. Maybe when you start your own business and you start writing those lessons plans. So I need you to do that. Please let me know. And if you need help when you start doing that, if you need help with that, please let me know.
I
I
know
would totally
somebody.
promote you for fun because I have a lot of moms that, including my sister, that do a lot of stay-at-home stuff. So, oh yeah.
I adore you, Amy.
I love you. Thank you for letting me channel you. Thank you for letting your dog show up while I was making my tea.
I cannot believe you got his name. Like, you just was like, hey.
Yeah. Because he was here, but it's also because your dad rode in on him. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
get
they
it.
did.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
So, like I always say, if you need me or if you have any questions, just email me. But I also got to go to my next session, okay?
No, go. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. I love you, honey.
I will see you on lives.
Yeah, just let me know. Be like, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I love you, baby.
Thank you.